Hey YouTube, it's Omni. I'm here doing weekly news. I've decided to do this weekly, and if I feel like there's a lot of news going on each week, I will try to get it out weekly. But monthly, I don't know, it depends. I might skip some weeks if I feel like nothing's going on. But if there is a lot going on, then yes, I will be doing weekly updates. And if, I will try. And if there's not a lot going on during that week, then I would probably just say that in the weekly update and just keep it short. But overall, the videos will probably be like 5 minutes. Some can go like 30, maybe longer. Who knows? We'll see. It depends on what's going on in the week. Now, this is the week of. Let's see. Well, this week it would be May. Well, it's May 15th now. Sunday, yep. So it would be the week of May 8th, I believe. Yeah, the week of May 8th. So I think a lot of stuff happened. Recently we just heard that Disney Infinity 3.0 just shut down, and I think it was because of a studio closure called Avalanche. I honestly personally have not played the game. I'm not really into that. Well, I'm into that sort of game, just not that game. I don't know. But it's kind of sad because, and actually I heard Disney's not doing games at all anymore, just becoming a more licensed property, so that kind of sucks. But then again, Disney hasn't really been doing aren't really famous for their games, so I guess that's alright. But I do feel bad about the closure of the studio, Avalanche, and I feel for them. So good luck out there. And for those who invested a lot of money in Disney Infinity, that's, well, I heard they're doing something about the figures and the toys that you had to get with it or something, so it won't be a complete waste, but, at least they're thinking about that. So that's Disney Infinity for the week. Another thing I want to talk about is Battlefield 1. Now, honestly, I don't have a problem with this game. I don't. I mean, I like the approach they're going with it, with going back in time instead of like forward, like Call of Duty did, which I don't really care about that either. I'm not really a Call of Duty fan. I stopped around Modern Warfare 3, but I like they're doing it different. They're going back. Call of Duty's going forward in time. I get it, and I want to see what they do here, because this is World War I we're talking about. It's not like what they're used to with the modern stuff like Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 was with, how they had the modern warfare kind of look and stuff with all the weapons, the tactical stuff, the gear. So it's different with Modern Warfare 1. I mean, not Modern Warfare 1. Battlefield 1. It's different. There's not that much weapons. It looks like you might be using like muskets or bows and arrows, horses, as mode of transportation. I think, yeah, there's tanks in World War I, right? Yeah. So, yeah, it's different because they're going back, and I like to see how that's going. Now with Call of Duty, I see that, I don't mind it. I don't mind it because people were doubting going that much into the future. And like with Black Ops 3, it worked out fine. It's a really good game. Advanced Warfare is also another good one. What else? But technically it all starts at the beginning with Modern Warfare 1, which is Call of Duty 4. And when that came out, I mean before it came out, no one really questioned it because they thought, yeah, we were done with World War II. And because Call of Duty 1 through 3 were just based on the previous World Wars, or just World War II. I'm not really sure, but I just know it was in the past wars. And let's see, and when they came out with Call of Duty 4, I got it on the PS3 back in the day. Like, it was a really fun game. It was good. No one expected it to be that good, but it was good. It was huge. Everyone played it. I know back in high school, me and my friends played it a lot, and it was great. So yeah, everyone just thought, hey, it was great. I liked the campaign a lot, but the multiplayer was also equally, or if not more, fun. So yeah, that was good. World at War, I believe, which wasn't in the future, or like it wasn't modern, like now times. It was still in World War II, I believe. Yeah, it was still in World War II, and it was a good game as well. It took what was great about Modern Warfare 1 and just put it in the past with World War II. And they added zombies. That was the first time we saw zombies, I believe, so that was good. Like Call of Duty Zombies. That's a few games later. Modern Warfare 2 was good. Then there was Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3. That's where I stopped, but actually, yeah, that is where I stopped. So, people can dislike the game, I believe, of Call of Duty. People can dislike it, but I feel like ultimately people are just gonna buy it anyway, because it's Call of Duty, you know? And they might end up liking it, they might end up hating it, might end up coming out like Ghosts, Call of Duty Ghosts, which was probably the worst one. I'm not sure. From what I've heard, I haven't played it, but from what I heard, it was probably the worst one. So that's also the thing. Who knows? Infinite Warfare might actually be great, or it might actually be what people think it is. Right now, it has the most dislikes. Well, not the most, probably the fourth most, I believe. Last time I checked, the fourth most dislikes in any YouTube video, which has Battlefield 1 has the most likes. I don't know. It's just not the most liked video, but it's up there. And so one's negative and one's positive, but I think Battlefield has a little bit more to prove, since they really messed up with Battlefield 4. I bought it and it was just really bad. I heard that they got sued because it was so bad, which I thought, can they even do that? Sue studios or publishing companies just because a game was bad? I didn't know that. Let's learn new things. But technically, yeah, I guess they were in their right to sue them since they released a unfinished game, but, or I don't know, maybe they were rushed, I don't know what happened there, but the fact is it was a mess. And Black Ops 3 was great, Advanced Warfare was great, so now they see Infinite Warfare and I'm just like, you know, it's different, it's in space now, everything's just, yeah, it's just different, and you know, different isn't always bad, so we'll see how that goes. But personally, I'm probably not getting Infinite Warfare because, you know, I'm kind of done with Call of Duty. But actually, yeah, I'm done with Call of Duty for now. But if it's really good, I will get it, because it sounds like it's the last Call of Duty. Well, it's never the last Call of Duty, but it's the last one for the Warfare series, I believe. So we'll see. I don't know. But I never get games first day. I mean, I've done it, but unless it's like Kingdom Hearts or Uncharted 4, you know, games I'm just really attached to. And games like Battlefield or Call of Duty, I never get them first day. I want to see how they turn out, and if they're really good, I will get it. But so far, yeah, I'm probably gonna wait. But I would rather get Battlefield 1 because Battlefield seems more fun and more open, more actual warfare, you know? It's just, there's a bigger playing field, there's more people against, you know, one side against another, and it's not all like charging at each other. Well, technically, what do they call that? Guerrilla warfare, I believe. But with Battlefield 1, it might be a little different. It's I feel like it's gonna have the same system as every other Battlefield game, but you know, just different. And well, yeah, Call of Duty is gonna be the same. You run around, kill each other. Just, you know, unrealistically now because you're in space. But it's pretty much the same thing. It's the same as every Call of Duty game. It just adds a little bit every year. So yeah, that's it on Battlefield for the week and Call of Duty. I mean, I feel like they released this about 2 weeks ago, but I'm a bit late. But I'm just saying, talking about it, and giving my opinion on it now. But now I feel like I've spoken a lot about Call of Duty and Battlefield. But I want to add something. I also heard about Modern Warfare 1 Remastered coming out. But the thing is, it's going to be attached to one of those bundles for Infinite Warfare. I don't think that's fair, but that's probably, you know, just to really increase sales. Like, people were gonna buy it anyway because it's Call of Duty, but now they're really gonna buy it because it's Modern Warfare 1 with it now. So, you know, and it's remastered, so people are definitely gonna buy it. So, I mean, in the future they'll definitely probably release a standalone copy of it, but as of now, the only way you can get it is buying Infinite Warfare. I think the higher bundle, which is called, I think there's gonna be 3 bundles: the standard, the something or other, and blah blah blah. So yeah, I think it's somewhere in the middle. So now I'm gonna talk about another game that this time I really wasn't really a fan of, but I played a bit of it because, you know, it's Star Wars. Of course I'm gonna play it. I'm a big Star Wars fan, but this is I'm talking about Star Wars Battlefront. I don't like it. It's really fun, but I felt like there was just lacking in a lot of stuff, like the maps, or I mean, there wasn't enough maps, not enough modes. You know, for how much you had to pay for it, I didn't feel like it was a lot. And it was a good game. It was a good. Don't get me wrong. It was you know, the stuff you can do in it. It was great. And the size of it, you know, how many people you could play with, you could play against, it was great. But for like the lack of stuff that was in it, it was just almost not worth it. And then they to get more maps, you had to pay more money, which I thought was kind of unfair. Usually that's the case, I know that, but I felt like the maps you had to pay for should have been in the original game in the first place, because there wasn't enough maps in the original game in the first place. So I felt like they should have just added that and then added more maps for, you know, to pay for. But no, we had to pay around $90, I believe, for everything, the whole bundle. And then there's some more coming, so. But okay, but enough about that. I actually want to talk about Star Wars Battlefront 2, which was actually announced. Well, not as much announced, but they said they were working on it. It's in development. And their plan is to come out with a Star Wars game every 2-3 years, I believe. And this is EA I'm talking about. So they're now Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now I hope this one will be a lot better. They learn from their mistakes, hopefully, and this one should be better. Hopefully more stuff will be in it. And I heard they're going to be taking maps out of the new worlds from the new movies, like The Force Awakens and the upcoming one, because by the time Battlefront 2 comes out, I'm pretty sure Episode 8 will be out, and I'm totally watching that, of course. So yeah, that will be interesting. I hope they'll learn from their mistakes and not mess up, but you know, just if they kept their system, just add a little bit more, I mean a lot more, and you know, some tweaks to the gameplay, you know, to make it seem different, but it's the same at the same time, you know, and everything will be fine. Now in other news, two pretty big games came out recently. This week actually. Um, it would be Doom first. Doom was I used to play Doom back in the day. It was really good. Just the high-paced, fast action. Just need to have sharp reflexes to play that game. The guns, the brutality. Even though the graphics aren't as good as they are now, but you can just tell, and it was just really fun back then. Here, yes, it's pretty much the same thing. I've played the beta. I haven't picked up the game, but I have played the beta, and really, so far it's really good. And it takes it back years to like back in Doom days. When you would play Doom, and it's the same game, but just like really high res. There's more guns. There's better quality, better graphics, of course. Of course. I mean, I don't know why I had to say that, but yes, everything about it's better. I mean, there's always still the classic feel that you're just used to in the old Doom games, but this one just brings it up a notch, and it's really great. And the second game, I'm sorry, Doom is out now. Actually, if it's for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. If you want to pick it up, I might pick it up, but I had to choose this week. I had to choose between actually the second game I'm going to talk about and Doom. And the second game I want to talk about is Uncharted 4, and holy shit, this is a really great game. It's one of the greatest games I've ever played. Is it the best Uncharted? In my opinion, yes. Yes, it is the best Uncharted. If it's better than 1, it's definitely better than 1 and 3. I was having a hard time choosing between this and 2, but when I reached the end, yes, I confirmed that Uncharted 4 is slightly better than 2, but yes, it's better. In my opinion, of course. Of course, the graphics are better. The gameplay is a bit different. There's a lot of things I liked. Like Uncharted 3, I liked the melee of Uncharted 3 more than Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4, I like the story. I actually was keeping track of it. Everything, like how they what they're looking for, how they are gonna get there, what clues and all that. I was actually hooked, and I couldn't say the same for Uncharted 3. It was a little bit iffy, I would zone in and out. And Uncharted 2, yeah, I kept track of that, of course, which is why I had to. Those two were in a tie, Uncharted 4 and Uncharted 2. But yes, Uncharted 4 is great. I'm not gonna spoil anything, of course. Don't worry about that. It's really a good game. I would pick it up. The gameplay is just like any other Uncharted game. It's you can fluently switch between gunplay and melee, and they added new things like you can stealth more now. It's more stealth. You have options. You can like skip an entire group or just kill them all. So there's that. There's the I like the cutscenes. Now the cutscenes blend in so perfectly with the gameplay. It's like the gameplay, you're playing the game and then it just goes into cutscene just so just slides right in there just perfectly. It's like you're in the cutscene almost, and it's really good. And what else? There's it felt like the longest game. Like there was more. Like I paid for this game, and I feel like they deserve my money. There's more there's more than what I played. I mean, there's more to play than any other Uncharted game, and it's worth it. I really like it. The story, I felt there was a lot of more character development than any other game. Now, unfortunately, you won't see some characters from previous games, like Chloe. You won't see her. You won't see Cutter. You won't see them, but the rest you will see. I mean, you know, there's probably other optional characters that you probably won't see, but I don't have time to go through them all. But you'll see the main characters, like, yeah, you'll see them. And just the story was just really good. The way they brought in his brother was great. It's like why we haven't even heard of him in the first 3 games. We understand now why. We just finding out about him now, so that's good. I definitely recommend, if you're an Uncharted fan, I mean, if you're just an Uncharted fan, I would recommend picking this up because it's the best one, in my opinion. And you know, even if you're into that kind of game, I would pick it up. Like if say you play Tomb Raider or something, I would pick it up. Okay, so that's Uncharted 4. That's Uncharted 4. And if you haven't played the first 3, I'd pick up the Nathan Drake collection for PS4. Yeah, it's for PS4. So if you're into those kind of games like Tomb Raider, I would pick up the Nathan Drake collection just to catch up. Honestly, you probably won't really need to play the first 3 to get into 4, but it's recommended because the first 3 just has, you'll know who they are, and it's like character development and up to this point in Uncharted 4. So yeah, I recommend doing that. Okay, and then on other news, there's well, technically, you know what, it's not really news per se, we already knew this, but I want to talk about Kingdom Hearts. It's actually finally confirmed that Kingdom Hearts 2.8 HD Remix, oh no, it's not Remix, is it? No, Kingdom Hearts 2.8 HD Prologue. No, is it Prologue? Oh my god, yeah, you know what, yes, it's Prologue. It's actually confirmed to come out this year. I mean, we all had it was coming out this year, right? But they always did something where it comes out in Japan first, and we would probably get it much later in the US or Europe. But now it's confirmed worldwide for 2016, so we're okay. So that wasn't really much news. I think everyone knew it was coming out. And don't even ask me about Kingdom Hearts 3, I don't know. I know as much as you. And yeah. And along with Kingdom Hearts, I've been playing what's it called? Unchained Key. It's an interesting game. It's like I would say the best mobile game I've ever played, but in my defense, I haven't really played that much mobile games at all. It's probably one of 3 mobile games I played, and it's really good. But as for story, it doesn't really add up to, you know, there's no story. Like, you would have to go through 20 quests just to get from point A to point B in an actual quest, which is weird. And another thing I would like to talk about is the new PS4, the PS4 Neo, or PS4.5, PS4K, blah blah, you know, a lot of names for it. I mean, of course, I'm pretty sure, because, you know, the cat's it's been way out of the bag since back in, I want to say March. So, pretty sure Sony's going to talk about it in E3. But now there's a rumored release date about it coming out in October. And I thought, you know, was it October? Yeah, it was October. So it's coming out around the same time as the VR, I believe. Or before the VR, because I'm pretty sure the VR is coming out in November. But I could be wrong. So, I mean, I'm not getting the VR day 1, of course, but I would like to get it eventually. And that's just, you know, yeah. I wouldn't use it for VR purposes, honestly. I would just use it not to look at a TV all the time while I play games, so. And it's very interesting. I think people are making a big deal out of it. I feel like Sony's been doing this for a while, you know, making a new PS4, a new PlayStation version of the current gen, like PlayStation, the original PlayStation had the PS1, which was slimmer, it played the same games. It was an upgrade, and it was successful, right? In a way, it was as successful as the original one they made, which is okay. PS2 was about the same, I believe. I believe the Slim was a slight upgrade, but it wasn't as big as the PS4K to the PS4. So the Slim had like some overclock stuff going on, I believe. It was slim, it had Ethernet capabilities, which the original did not, which unless you had to get an adapter. Um, PS3 Slim, well, no, the PS3 Slim was not an upgrade. I know because I bought the fat PS3, and that one actually had backward compatibility, which the Slim does not. And I believe there was like 2 Slim versions of the PS3, if I'm not mistaken. And both were the $600 one, like the launch one, was probably the best PS3 that came out. I mean, pretty sure there was probably some upgrades that weren't even worth mentioning from Sony, but in a way, the fat one was the best one because there was, let me see, it had 4 USBs, I remember that. It had backward compatibility. That right there off the bat was why it was better. But if I had to say, what made the slim ones better, because it was slim, of course. It was a bigger hard drive, but you can always swap that out. That's not a big deal. And that's probably it. So yeah, there was that. I'm pretty sure they took some more stuff out, but other than that, it's really not a big deal for PS4K. I'm pretty sure it's going to be as successful as the Slims are, and it's not that much of a beefy upgrade from the original PS4K. You know, it's not. I feel it's just going to be like a new slim version of the PS4. That's all I feel like it is. And of course they're going to add, like, they're not going to put in the old stuff from PS4 into the new one. It's the same stuff, just, you know, a little bit more hertz, I believe it was. So yeah, so honestly I don't think it's a big deal. There might be some other features, but until they they finally announce and acknowledge it exists, we won't hear anything. So we'll probably have to wait till E3. And yeah, I guess that's it for my news update for the week, for May 8th to May 5th, 14th, 15th. Let's say May 8th to 14th. So, thank you for listening. If you've listened this far, this is my first game update, my game news update. So, there'll be more coming. I'll try to make it weekly if there's a lot of news going on. If there isn't, I'll just say that in the weekly update, but those will probably be like 2 minutes long. 3 minutes. And I'm pretty sure that there's stuff I didn't go over that I probably missed, but for now this is just, start. For more, I'll probably do more research, see what's going on, but this was a bit of a rush job, so I just wanted to put that out there. But this was mostly because of Uncharted 4, because it recently came out. I just love it a lot, so it's really good. And yeah, thanks for listening. I will see you next week, and thank you. Also, if you want to like and subscribe, be my guest if you enjoyed it. There's also I also have my links up for Tumblr, Twitter. There's the Twitch channel, of course. There's Google Plus, Facebook page. So just to keep up to date, I'll let you know there's more content on the way. I know there's not a lot. It's pretty old, and but I'll try to keep up, keep content coming in, and I will keep you guys up to date as much as I can. I know I'm not as good as all the other gaming news channels and stuff, but I try and do my best. So Thanks for listening. This is Omni, and I will see you guys next week. And, you know, there will be some more videos during the week, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so, later.